Hi, my name is Edie Millette, and I'm the owner of Millette Consulting Solutions, where I support accounts receivable specialists, those in cash application, billing, and AR, to do their job better, to become better in whatever position they are in. But today, this is off the top of my head. I just want to come on and talk about the end of the year because today is December 31st. And also, what does 2022 hold? We know that there have been just ups and downs this year all over the place with COVID, with jobs, with seeing people, with not being able to see people, with getting a vaccine, not getting a vaccine, just running the gamut, everything. And then still having to live, still having some people are going actually to their work site. Some people are working from home. Kids still need to learn. They still need to be in school or in a school like setting, even if that's, at the dining room table with a computer in front of them. And then some kids are able to go back to school. So in between all that, we've been just trying to live a regular life and what a quote unquote normal life. But I've said before, the world has changed. So right now, I just want to talk about the year end and what what I have done, and that this has been one of those crazy times. Who could have predicted it? We just were not aware of whatever was going on um, that brought COVID to us. We didn't think about how that would affect people and how germs and how things mutate and all that, all the science behind it. Not going to go into that. But I do know that um, within tragedy there is opportunity. And one of the opportunities here is, how do you learn from it? What are you going to do to prepare for possibly the next time, but for even just next week, next month, which is literally next year. So for me, uh, it was definitely, I found some opportunity in it. I ended up having to have surgery. And so within this tragedy, I was able to really take the time to recuperate and rest at home. But also, when I was able to, I could start working from home. Um, that presented challenges, yes, but it was still a great opportunity inside that tragedy. So when I started working from home, I found that the where you're able to ask questions normally in an office setting, and you're able to get clarity. You don't necessarily have that at home. If you're on a Zoom meeting or some kind of meeting, or maybe you can use Teams to just have a quick call or a quick chat or something. But that doesn't mean the person is always available because they've got their own work to do also. So I said, well, I used to train. Training is one of the gifts that I've been given. I'm able to train people. Let me see if I can help other people out there, other accounts receivable specialists, those that are in cash application, billing, collection, because that's who I primarily help and support. And I got some feedback because there were people who they needed someone there, but their regular office colleagues were not available. So I make this offer to you in the in virtual land to ask for help, to contact me if you're in accounts receivable. If you need just some additional coaching, or you need to have some clarification, contact me. I'd be more than happy to assist you. But I also want to say, for 2022, when we go forward and we want to do things better, we want to do our jobs better, we want to value our family, our friendships, those relationships better, we have to be intentional about it. You have to make sure that you plan time for that. You can't just let it happen as it happens, because truth is, it might not happen. And I say that because you don't know what the other person has going on. You may have, uh, you may want to, or you may think about, oh, I should get together with this person. I should call them, or, what have you. But then you don't. So that's not going to manifest. It's just not going to be. Excuse me. I need a little drink of water there. So one of the other things that I want to do, I also I want to make sure I connect with people, because I like to make sure that, my family's okay, my cousins, my brother, his family, that they're okay, and that his kids are doing well, and my cousins are doing well, and my nieces and nephews, and grandnieces, and grandnephews, and just everybody's doing well. But I also want to make sure that I'm improving myself. And this is something that a lot of people want to do. They want to lose weight, they want to read more, they want to take a class. And there's nothing wrong with that. All those things are great. But I think you also need to have a plan around doing it, not just saying it. So, one of the things I want to do for the new year is I want to read more. I read a lot already, but I really want to read more, and I want to read more business books. So I have a list of books that I want to read, and one of them, I can't believe I have never read this, is Think and Grow Rich, and it's highly recommended. But I don't know, I just never got around to reading that. So I'm going to read that book. I'm going to read The Go Giver again, because it is all about your outlook and your attitude toward other people in a business setting. So those are two of the books that I really want to read. And I also want to read President Obama's book, his last book. I did not get around to reading that last year. So I really want to do that. And I want to lose some weight, but I want to be healthy. I want to exercise more. I want to move more. As we get older, things get stiff. So you got to move more. And I say this especially because when you work from home, there is this tendency to just move from one seat to the other. You move from being in the bed, and you sit and you get dressed and you do that. And then you come to an office like setting, and you're sitting at the dining table. You're sitting in your office. But you're sitting and you're not moving. And it's so important to move to get your muscles going and to relieve that stiffness. So that's something I definitely only want to do in the new year. I bought some more yoga equipment. I bought some blocks, and I am doing my stretching in the morning, which really helps. Again, got to move, got to stretch. And I want to make sure I take walks regularly. So I'm sharing this because I know I'm not the only one out there that looks at this. And I think it's important that we do share information and share what's going on in our lives. So I'm going to wrap this up and just say, Happy New Year. Live intentionally. Don't be afraid to move forward, but live intentionally. Make a plan. Make a plan and then stick to it. Just stick to it in the morning. Then say, okay, I'm going to stick to it in the afternoon. I'm going to stick to it in the evening. Make a plan and then follow the plan. Have a happy new year. This is Edie Millette from Millette Consulting Solutions. Bye bye.